is here already. Hi, Grace. Always a great way to start the weekend with you. Oh, thank you. That is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I don't know about you, David, and everybody else out there, if the world feels really heavy right now, not just the situation here in the United States, but like all around the world. It just feels like there's this cloud of doom, right? So today we're going to discuss how to find joy in this dumpster fire of a world, okay? Because it is a dumpster fire. It's except for some countries. I'm sure some countries are like doing great, but other countries are not. And so we're gonna just, for those whose countries are not doing great, we're gonna discuss how to do better. Sorry, my hair is like flying because it's so hot here. I have a fan and it's blowing my hair in my face. But anyway, I turned it off. So I'm going to start schwitzen, which means sweating in Yiddish. Yiddish? Okay, I'm pronouncing it like the Latino way. Anyway, all right. So I have some notes here. But first of all, raise your hand if you have this weird feeling of doom in the world today. Like you're feeling like we're just going backwards and it's not getting better. It feels like, why did I come here to this planet if it's such a dumpster fire, right? Some of us have fatigue. I'm sure, David, you probably have fatigue because you're a very empathetic person. I have complete fatigue. It's like insanity. So today we're diving into politics without debates, which is going to be factual. We're diving into climate change without despair, moving to another country, and most importantly, how to find joy when the world feels overwhelming, like it feels right now. All right, so let's talk about politics and fear fatigue. Yeah, we're all living in a world of fear, right? We're all like afraid of something. I mean, there's wars going on, there's changes in political situations in different countries, and there's economic problems, there's peace problems, it's just a mess, right? So the American Psychological Association 2022 says that 68% of US adults reported politics as a significant source of stress. Hi, Juan Martin. Welcome to the live. This is Chat with Grace, and we're talking about finding joy in this overwhelming, heavy world. Okay? So feel free to, tell me how you feel about this world and what you're gonna, what you're feeling, what you're doing. Just let me know. I want to know about you. Okay? So we're just discussing this. I have some notes because I'm always prepared, right? I like to be prepared rather than just ramble. All right. So another thing is another scientific backup about how the world is feeling heavy nowadays. Studies show constant exposure to political conflict causes insomnia, anxiety, and depressive symptoms. Did you hear that? Like, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys do this, but I doom scroll a lot on TikTok. And sometimes it's fun stuff, that I like, but sometimes it's not fun. And it's really heartbreaking. And I also have compassion fatigue. I don't know if you guys have that too. Like I see the stuff that's going on and I just like, I just can't. I cry. It's a lot. So let me know in the comments if you feel the same way. All right, so we have some fan stories. And here is one listener says, I muted all news notifications and my anxiety dropped immediately. I did that like the last couple of nights I haven't been scrolling on TikTok as much, doom scrolling, and I feel lighter and I feel more joy. But at the same time, we want to know what's going on in the world, right? You don't want to be misinformed or disinformed. And so we need to know what's going on, factual stuff, not BS, right? Not propaganda or anything, just factual stuff. What's going on in the world? And TikTok is good because it's real people. Sometimes, they go off on a tangent and conspiratorial shit, but a lot of times it's like real people, like almost like reporters. I think everybody on TikTok is a reporter, because you're reporting from your city what's happening, from your country what's happening. So in real time. All right, if it's alive. All right, another fan story. Thanksgiving dinners turned into political debates. How many people can relate to that, right? And now I just bring pie and change the subject. I love that. Yeah, just go ahead, And yeah, hi Tria Arzanox. I'm not gonna say what you wrote, but okay, okay. Welcome to the live. Welcome all of you, David, Juan, and Tria Arzanox. I love that. Why do you call yourself Tria Arzanox? I want to know. That's kind of like a cool name. All right, practical tips. Create news windows, okay, like 30 minutes max. And I'm giving that note to myself because I'm bad at that. So maybe in the morning, I don't recommend to do it in the morning because when you wake up, it's that state of being where you are, just new and fresh, and you don't want to doom scroll or just listen to the news because the news are never positive. Let's face it. Maybe one here and there, but they're always negative. So start your day with maybe like some music that you like, just breathe, meditate. So the rest of the day, you are equipped to doom scroll for a little bit. Remember, do windows of 30 minutes, no more. And so that helps. That helps. All right. So another practical tip is balance political news with uplifting media. I balance it with, I'm obsessed with people that like jump from cliffs into water, or people like cliff diving, that's what it's called. And then people that climb Mount Everest. Did you guys see that? There's a thing called the death zone, and there's like frozen bodies in there, and people like go by. Oh, sorry. There's always, you hear that? So annoying. There's always that. Always. Because I live in a busy street. Okay. So another thing is use boundaries. When people start talking about politics and you don't agree with them or you don't want to hear about it, just be like, you know what? Not today. Not today, Satan. All right. So yeah. Or just tell them up front, like, listen, I don't debate politics. I really don't, unless you agree with me. I really don't want to because it's become so intense that then you're gonna lose you're just gonna lose your mind if you debate at this point. The way the world is right now, so divisive, so divided, and so messed up. I think that I only talk about politics or the situation in the world with people that I know are on my same wavelength. Not necessarily we agree on everything, but they have the same base, which is I believe in human rights and having empathy and be kind to yourself and others. That's just kind of like basic stuff, right? I mean, we shouldn't even have to say this is what I believe in because it's like so basic. It's ridiculous. But anyway, all right. This is the next segment because I come here prepared, okay, with segments, scientific facts, fan stories, and practical tips. All of my podcasts and lives have that. Not all of them, but 90%. All right? All right. By the way, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. If you think this might be a good video to share with someone who is feeling heavy about the world and wants to find joy, just go ahead and share it with them. All right, so segment 2, climate anxiety, fire, storm, and chaos. Okay. Whoever says climate change is not real, it's real. It truly is, okay? Did anyone ever tell you horrible today? Because if they did, they're lying. You look amazing, Ace. Thank you. I was reading and I was like, oh, shoot. That's somebody. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much, Ace. Big heart to you. David says, I wake up at 4. Oh my God. And I run 22 miles. That's insane. Every morning. Exercise is my escape. I love that. Yes. And it creates, it just stirs up your endorphins. You produce endorphins. Good. All the good hormones. I do have patients talk about being scared of losing healthcare and insurance, of course, and it's heartbreaking. I truly care for them. 100%. Yes. Because if you don't have healthcare, you don't have health, life. What are you going to do? Something happens to you? Hello? I second that, Grace. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Hi, Ryan. Ryan, I remember you, honey. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. All right, my love. So climate anxiety. So fires, storms, and chaos. Okay, we had the storms in Texas, right? The fires in LA. Let me tell you, in January, one was so close to my place that I had a duffel bag ready to go. And a friend, I was going to go away with. Like, we were gonna just drive away from LA. Very scary stuff. Like, the fires in LA completely out of control. All right, so scientific backups. All right, Yale Climate Communications reports 72% of Americans believe that climate change is happening. 47% say they feel helpless. Yeah, I know. Do you guys feel helpless with the climate change? Do you feel like this is going to get worse? What are we going to do with all these disasters happening? Oh, Ryan, how are you? I'm great. I am great, surviving and thriving. How about you, honey? How are you doing? Oh, I love this channel. Thank you, baby. And I love you. Thank you for showing up to the lives. And I'm so happy you enjoy the lives. And I enjoy interacting with you. So thank you for being here. I'm great. Yay, you're great. Awesome. Good, good. We got to keep each other, positive and just alive, right? It's so important. Community is so important, guys. So important. And this channel, we're all family. Okay? I'm here. I don't make any money. I'm not monetized on YouTube. I'm here to share and connect. And also, you guys help me big time because I'm connecting with you. You're going through the same experiences or similar or different. And I want to know. I'm curious. All right, my love. So scientific backups about the climate change. APA coined the term eco-anxiety, real psychological distress tied to environmental fears. Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm not too concerned, but I am at the same time, but I'm not too concerned. Maybe there is a climate change and it's going to stabilize at some point, and maybe it's just a shift that we're going through. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, so I'm just, telling you what I feel. Okay, I'm going to turn this fan on. It's hot as hell in here. David, I try to see the good and try not to worry, but it's human nature too, of course, to worry. You're a huge part of my happiness, Grace. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you so much, David. Thank you. Betrayed by Sins is here. Oh, my favorite people are here today. I love it. I'm in one of the vids. In which vid? Which video you're on? And one of my videos, like one of the lives? I don't know. It's all about me, right? One of my videos. Hi, Betrayed by Sins. Have a wonderful weekend, Goddess. Well, you too, honey. Have a great weekend. You are such an important part of this community. And you, David, Ryan, and many people that are not here today. So what is that, baby? What is that, Ryan? I can't see. Let me tell you, I need no prescription. I'm doing it from my phone, so I'm like, what? I can't see anything. All right, just let me know what you typed, or maybe it was a typo. I'm not sure. I just want to make sure I cover everybody. Okay, fan stories. Listener, after the fires in California, I keep a go bag by my door. You know what? Actually, that fan story might be mine because I told you when the fires were here, I prepared the duffel bag. Before I wasn't as prepared, but now I'm so prepared. I even have look, I am so prepared. I have this bag, which all my documents are here, important USB drives and all that. I'm gonna lock it too. And these, there's all the documents, and it's fireproof and waterproof. So I ain't playing. And I'm gonna carry that. I'm gonna put it in the duffel bag. In the duffel bag, I have clothes. I have, I'm not kidding, I have toilet paper because I use a certain kind, unbleached. Because the bleach one actually is carcinogenic, FYI, if you wanna buy unbleached everything. Bleach. That's why I used to dye my hair blonde. And I stopped doing that because the bleach is carcinogenic. I was like, hell to the no. All right. So, oh yeah, you're in that one. Belle, this is RFK. Yeah, wasn't it fun? That was so fun. Betsy, as RFK, is a genius. She told me, she's like, she's very nice and in real life, like Betsy. And so she's like, it's so fun to play an asshole. And I go at him. Like Belle goes at him. She's not going to cut him any slack. She's going at him and just insulting him. She was like, at some point, he was like, I feel abused. I'm like, maybe I am pushing it. Yeah, I know. But it's comedy, right? It's a parody, so I'm not abusing anybody. You always have a place in Vegas, Grace. I'm 100% serious. Oh, I would help you in any way I could. Oh, thank you so much. That is so good to know. Yeah, let me tell you, if there's any fires here, I'm driving to Vegas. I'm getting the hell out. It was so, you guys, it was so scary. It was like everywhere. And I never had a fire be close to me. I'm in the flats. I'm not up in the hills. Usually the fires are in the hills, but it was so close to me. Like I could see the smoke and the flames. I'm like, bye. Yeah. Yeah, right, Ryan? Yeah. Bill, I think she's getting more savage with him. I think so. I'm gonna ask Betsy, see if she wants to come back because now Belle is just destroying him. But she's good. She's really good. She's amazing. I think I could not do it. I could not. I mean, I would just the just insanity and like how she answers the questions. It's so insane. You guys, if you haven't watched the versus RFK, the last one, you guys need to watch it because I had so much fun destroying, RFK Jr., like the character. It was so fun. Yeah, me too. Yeah, no, it was so fun. All right, let's see. Another listener says the storm used to be exciting as a kid. Now it's terrifying as an adult. Right. Remember when I remember I used to love like when it rained and like the smell and this just like the music of the rain hitting the roof or whatever. Not anymore, honey. It's raining. I'm like, oh shit, is it gonna flood? And let me tell you, somebody's lighting a cigarette. I'm like, oh shit, is there gonna be a fire in LA again? It's like crazy. She was like showing him the finger. Yes, she was. And the itch. She had a lot of itches. Yeah, I know. No, we had so much fun. And he did a couple of times. He did show me the finger, but Belle was at it. Let me tell you, I think it's gonna get more savage if she comes back. I hope she says yes. So I mean, I give her like the file of like the video, and so she can get like little shorts from it. So I think that will motivate her, hopefully. So anyway, practical tips. Prepare without panic. Yeah, exactly. Go bag, emergency plans, insurance updates. Make sure your insurance, your renters or your homeowners is up to, or your earthquake insurance, your fire insurance, whatever the hell. Sorry, I have to go now. Oh, I'm gonna miss you, honey. But thank you for showing up, for being here, and being such an amazing part of this community. Thank you. Big heart to you, my love. Big heart. Betrayed by sense. I love your little emoji. Did you watch it? I think you were there yesterday, Betrayed by Sense too, but I think you came in a little late, or maybe you were there and you didn't post until, like, you didn't comment until late. Yes, and have a wonderful weekend, Ryan. Also, and again, another heart. Woo, yeah. I love you guys. Thank you, babes. Thank you. All right. Okay, another practical tip for this climate change insanity. Join local sustainability groups. Action reduces helplessness. Also have like, oh, see you tomorrow. Am I going live tomorrow? Am I tripping? I don't know. I might go live, like a chat with Grace, like impromptu, that's not scheduled. I might go live a little bit more. I don't know. I have to see. I like to have like a topic so it's more fun. And then, and of course, reading your comments and everything. It's way more fun than my notes. Trust. I know that. But I like to have some kind of structure. Okay. So another thing is grounding practices. When fear spikes, step outside, breathe, and connect with what's stable. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. To all of those hearts are for all of us. I love it. Thank you so much. So I would say also have like a buddy. I have an escape buddy. I have one. And in my car, I keep like stuff. I even have a tent because I use it when I go to the beach. I have like a little tent. I never used it actually, but I have 2 chairs, a tent, and an umbrella. And then I dry cleaned my old bed topper thingy. I don't know how it's called, the cover, the mattress cover. And it's very fluffy, so I have it in my car. So if I have to, sleep in my car because of the fires or whatever. When I lived in New Orleans, we had hurricanes. The good thing about hurricanes and fires is that you can leave. because the hurricanes, it's coming. So with my ex, we used to like board the house up. And one time I remember we went, I had a truck and we went in the truck, we left his car there. And we had a doggy, so it was crowded. And we slept in the car because everybody was leaving, so there were no rooms, especially if you had a pet. They wouldn't take you. So we slept in the car. We didn't care. So if I have to sleep in my car, I'll sleep in my car. So I'm prepared. That's what I'm trying to say. So you might not be as crazy as I am, where I even have like a tent, but just have shit in your car that if you have to run away, you can sleep in your car. Because when people, like, my experience with the hurricane was like, when everybody is doing like a mass exodus, first of all, the roads are gonna be crowded as hell, right? It was very slow to leave. And second of all, the hotels are packed, so you have to keep driving and driving and driving and driving, and at some point you're exhausted, so you just park and boom, that's it. In New Orleans, a lot of people left their dogs. Can you believe that for hurricane? Jesus, that's crazy. David said my dog Blade is also my cuddle buddy. Oh, animals are amazing. I know it, calming you down and reminding you of true love. They're the best. And doggies, they're my heart. I love doggies. I rescued her 6 years today, but she rescued me. Oh, I know, they're so amazing. They're so how can people leave their dogs in a hurricane? Just put them in the car. Big freaking deal. It's just insane. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But anyway, let's move on to segment number 3, because I'm very organized. I'm very organized, honey. Yeah, that's feel coming out a little bit with this week. It don't work that well. All right. So moving abroad. Ooh, this is a very hot topic nowadays. And I think that I'm going to address it at some point just by itself. The political situation here, especially with the Latino community, where I am Latina, and even if I am super like not documented. I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm a naturalized citizen, but I don't feel safe, right? So a lot of us are thinking about moving abroad for a little bit. I'm thinking about it. I don't have any plans right now, but a lot of people have been thinking about it, right? And so, what is the dream versus the reality? I am actually an immigrant. I came here from Buenos Aires, Argentina, when I came when I was in college, and I went to college at Loyola University, blah, blah, blah. If you move, can we come with you? Yes, absolutely. And I'm always going to be here, whether I'm in LA or I move somewhere else. I'm going to always be here on YouTube. And yes, let's caravan somewhere. I don't know. Or maybe fly somewhere. That could be fun, actually. Like Grace's Dudes trip. Look at that. Grace's Dudes. You guys need to get this t-shirt. Grace's Dudes at thestateofgraceshop.com. Grace 10 off, 10% off. Betrayed by Sin says, my neighborhood is very quiet. People are scared to go outside. Oh, honey, same. Well, I live in Beverly Hills, the flats, the out, kind of like the border of Beverly Hills, which is cheaper. And so yeah, I don't see that as much, but I know people that live in more, neighborhoods where you have more of a Latino population. I'm probably one of the few here. Here is mostly, well, there's white people and there's also like Persians, a lot of Persians. I don't know about their situation, if they're scared or not. But I know my community is very scared. So yeah, I mean, why risk it? I carry my passport everywhere because I am playing, girl. I'm playing. If you ask me, are you a citizen? I'm gonna show you my passport. Yes, I am. And my company has a private plane. Oh, that's so cool. The sky's the limit, literally. Yeah, exactly, right? Betrayed by sense. Yeah, it's like, it's rough. It's a little rough, and it's getting a little rougher. And this is part of the politics, which we talked about a little bit. But I'm not saying I'm right, left, middle, nothing. I'm just going by facts. And I know that the fact is ICE raided an apartment complex at like 1 a.m. in Chicago, and it was predominantly Black and Latino. And that to me is very scary. Very, very scary. And they were all US citizens. So why are they raiding an apartment building that has US citizens? What? I don't understand their tactic, like their what are they doing, but we're not going to discuss that. I'm just bringing the news. That's what happened. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not saying anything. All right. Moving abroad, scientific facts. Let's go into it. Migration Policy Institute notes rising interest in lifestyle migration driven by politics, economy, and climate. Anybody surprised? Hi, Lucifer Morningstar. Hello. Welcome. I get so happy seeing everybody. This is so good. So, are you guys, did you hear that? Like the economy, the politics, and the climate is like making people go, let's go somewhere else. On TikTok, a lot of people are leaving. It's a big migration. I foresee a big migration. Maybe that's what they want. The powers that be. I don't know. If they want it, they're succeeding because a lot of people are leaving. All right, Psychology Today highlights how moving abroad fulfills a need for fresh start identity. I love that. But the culture shock is real. Yes, and I immigrated from Argentina to the United States. And yes, it was a fresh start, almost like a fresh identity, because my Argentine, I mean, I'm the same person, but my Argentine identity is different from my American identity. If I move somewhere else, I'm going to have another identity, right? And also the culture shock. That is so real. If you guys are planning to move abroad, again, I want to do a whole episode about that for Chat with Grace. Maybe we should do. Let me know if you're interested in that and I'll do it. The culture shock is real. Like when I first came here, I had a joke. It's like, I don't remember how it goes, but this is like years and years ago. But like everything was huge, like the popcorn, like the food, like the portions, like everything was huge. In Argentina, everything is little. Even the produce here is bigger. Like mandarins over there, they're like literally like this. Over here, they're like this. What do they do? What do they put in that food to make them so big? And the produce. I don't know if you've seen videos in on TikTok, because I'm a big TikTok person, because I like the fact that it's real people reporting, again, a lot of bullshit. You got to sift through the bullshit, right? But that's just everything. But a lot of people are reporting like the watermelons, they're like disintegrating. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Like the meat, which I'm not a meat eater at all. I'm vegan, but the meat the salmon has like little worms in it. And then, okay, this is the grossest thing I ever heard, but some of them are saying there's meat in there. In like burgers, fast food. Okay, we're going to leave that at that. Also, the ground beef, be careful. If it's very pink rather than red, that means they mixed it with something else. It's supposed to be red, really red. So watch out for those things. And also the chicken, they bleach it, and bleach is a carcinogenic. Lovely, isn't it? And of course the veggies, and the fruits, the pesticides and everything else. So no wonder there's a rise in cancer. People in their 20s, 30s, and 40s are getting cancer like never before. I think it's part of it is the food. Why? Thank you for sharing. Yes, you're welcome. I can do a whole episode. Let me tell you, I can do so many episodes on Chat with Grace, but moving abroad, how to eat clean, everything. Like not just eat clean, but all the products, anything that I put like on my body and in my body has to be non-carcinogenic. It has to be non-hormone disruptor. It has to be something that doesn't cause any type of problem in my body. So That's why I don't dye my hair blonde anymore. I used to dye it blonde. I looked kind of good with blonde hair, and but not anymore. Now it's my natural color right here. So, and I think it's actually better because I have greenish eyes. So I think the black works better for me. But anyway, even if it didn't work better, if I didn't think so, I am not putting bleach on my head. I use, by the way, see, I can talk about this forever. I use, I'm sorry, my nose is, because it's like this fan is kicking up dust. For my hair, I use, and they're not paying me, Phyto, Phyto, and it's available on my Amazon store, which the link is in my bio. You can buy, and also on the pinned comments, there's all my Amazon store and everything is there. All right, let's go to fan stories. I love these. I moved to Portugal, dreamy beaches, yes, but I underestimated loneliness and bureaucracy. Yes, I heard Portugal and Spain, the bureaucracy is insane. But if you already moved there thinking, oh, okay, this is what's going to happen, then you put up with it. I come from Argentina, and it's not as bureaucratic as Spain, but it's kind of close to Spain as far as bureaucracy. But yeah, Spain is terrible. And Portugal, same thing. I said it in Portuguese, Portugal. Portugal. All my shampoos and conditioners are not tested on animals. Oh yeah, 100%. And clean. I use stuff with no fragrance. I only have like a little cologne that's like citrus, and it's very natural. A lot of the ingredients are natural, and I put that, and that's it. Because like fragrances and everything, they're and not tested on animals. Definitely, that's disgusting when they do that. It's not right. I personally don't like it. Some people don't care. I do. So thank you for doing that, David, not supporting that shit. Thank you. So here's another fan story. My fantasy of moving to Italy collapsed when I saw the visa paperwork. Well, you know, in any country that you move to, there's going to be paperwork. When I moved here, I got married in Argentina to an American, and then he flew back, and I was like, oh, I'll fly back with him. Honey, you need to stay because you married here in Argentina. So now you got to start the proceedings here for your visa. If you would have married in the United States, it would have been different. So I was like, oh, shit. I wish I would have known that. So if you're planning to move, make sure that you go to their website, to the consulate's website, particularly like the types of visas, and make sure that you understand the rules, because if you screw one thing up, then that screws everything up. Okay. All right. Practical tips. All right. Research visas realistically. Like I was saying, I segued into my own notes. Digital nomad, retirement, work permits. A lot of countries have non-lucrative visas, which is for people that have passive income. A lot of them have digital nomad visas, which are great. You have to show a certain kind of income. And of course, there's always the student visa. So I think I'm going to do an episode on that, you guys. I think I will. All right. Anyway, let's keep going. So if you move abroad, join expat communities. There's a lot of those. There's also on Facebook, you can join a lot of expat communities there. And depending on wherever you go or you want to move, and they will give you some really good information, because people ask questions and then people tell their experiences, you know, like, how do I do this? Did this happens to you or whatever? And so you learn a lot from those forums or groups. Okay, highly recommend. And also budget for hidden costs, right? Shipping, healthcare, because you're gonna have to have healthcare. Exchange rates also. Now the euro is stronger than the dollar. I think a dollar is 1.17 euros. So yeah, I have a friend who lives in Spain, and he's so mad because now the euro is climbing, and he's like, my dollars are not working as well now. Damn it. So, okay, David says, totally off topic, but I can never imagine losing you as a wife, girlfriend. I just shake my head. Someone let you go. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Thank you. You know I love you, David. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's just, I can tell you why. Um, I think the second husband, because I have two ex-husbands, but the second one, I think he kind of got intimidated by me being so independent and career driven, but I was also a really good wife. But I think that kind of got him tired, or something, or I wouldn't say jealous, but something, right? Um, and so, yeah, so he didn't want to move with me from New Orleans to here, to the LA, even though I offered to buy a condo because I made some money. Not anymore. But I made some good money in New Orleans. I had an art and framing gallery. It was called Fraga Framing and Art Gallery. And we made some good money, with that. And he had a job too, besides me having the art gallery. So, you know what? He said he felt he couldn't help me here. Whatever that means, I don't know. And at this point, yes, I'm still sad about it, but I can't dwell on it. Um, but anyway, it's okay. I'm getting personal because I want to get personal, and it's fine. It's totally, totally cool. You're a dream come true to me. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And you're not trying to get personal. I know. It's okay. It's okay. I'm an open book. I share everything that's legal. I can share here. Your wish is my command. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I adore you, David. You are just such a beacon of light in this world. And I love you and appreciate your presence on this planet so much. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for being here and for being such wonderful human beings. I truly, truly love you and appreciate you. All right. Let's move from the love fest back to climate change. All right. So segment number 4. When the world feels too heavy, finding joy anyway. All right. Scientific backup, because clap, clap, I will provide. Positive psychology research shows joy rituals, small daily pleasures, right? Build resilience against stress. I love that. Gratitude practices are linked to lower cortisol and better sleep. Gratitude. Did I say guided? Gratitude. Gratitude practices linked to lower cortisol and better sleep. So every morning when I wake up and before I go to sleep, sometimes I forget, I'm not going to lie. But I do say, when I realize how lucky I am, I'm like, thank you for my apartment. Thank you for the food that I'm able to buy. Thank you for all the work that I get, that I'm able and willing to work to support myself. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, all of you. Thank you I'm so grateful for everything. And that helps me during the day. That I'm listening to like good solfeggio, like 432 Hz hertz frequencies or 528. Those are my two favorite ones. I highly recommend. If you go to YouTube, they have those, and you can just put them on in the background. It's amazing. Only thing to fix climate is Armageddon and finding joy when there is no sickness or people die. You know the line. It's all very biblical. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I don't understand why the human race kind of self-destroys. I don't understand that. I think because we have Lucifer. If we want to get a little spiritual, I did read the Bible a few times, and I'm not a Christian or nothing. I'm nothing. I'm just I study spirituality, okay, and I connect Buddhism with Christianity. Like they all have this. They all basically say the same things in different ways. Okay, different painted and like different ways in because of different cultures. But I feel there's two natures in man, right? One is what they call Satan, quote unquote, right? And that satanic, I think, in my opinion, is inside us, and it's our ego. And then there's the other nature that we have, which is called, quote unquote, God. And I think it's our higher self. And I do, like the angel and the Satan thing, that's basically what humans are. So I think because of the ego and the way that everything is set up in society, like be successful and have power and this and that. I think that because the way society is, it's very much based on ego, i.e., satanic tendencies, right? And I think that now, I don't know what is happening. Like that satanic shit is coming out to life, right? Yes, precisely my point. Yeah, exactly. No, I agree with you. I'm with you. We can call stuff different names, right? But we agree on the concept, on the spiritual concept. And that's really what matters. Religion is just man made, meaning they just divide people in different religions. And again, they all say that I studied the Bhagavad Gita. I read some of the Quran, the Torah. I read, well, of course, the Bible cover to cover. So David says, working at food banks will help you not only realize how lucky you are, yes, but it will bring you joy. Yes. We never turn anybody away if we have to get food ourselves. Oh, not wanting compliments is rewarding. Yes. Yes. Because you're helping. When you help others, we're all one, right? Consciousness, i.e., God, whatever you want to call it, is all one. So we're all part of that. So if you help somebody else, you're helping yourself too, because we're all mirroring each other, right? Hi, Dominique. How are you, honey? Good to see you. I remember you too, because there used to be a comedian whose name was Dominique, and I remember you came to the live the other day. I was like, is it her? So Morning Star says, Lucifer, faith in humanity restored indeed. Yeah, right? Exactly. From David. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. We're here to help each other, to love and help each other. That's the higher self speaking. The lower self is like, oh, we're here to see who's the best one, who has the biggest, right? Yeah, that's just ego. That's just bullshit. Ego is like a fantasy that ruins you. Whenever I have like a thought or something, I'm always like, is that coming from ego or my higher self? And I can distinguish now. The ego one is loud and just very obnoxious. But the higher self is like, shut the hell up and let me take over to that voice, right? It's the angel and the devil, I'm telling you. Yes, betrayed by sins. Yes. So let's see. We have some fan stories, you guys. Listener says, I started a silly dance break at work every afternoon. It saves my sanity. Oh my God. Who loves to dance in the car? I love dancing in the car. I'm always like, hey, and I'm like, I make faces and I'm like, like it's stupid as hell, especially at the lights. No, I don't dance like that when I'm driving. Let's see. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, honey. All right. And let me know if you're that comedian from years ago. But I don't think you are. But I would like to know more about you. Okay, my love? Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, I want to hear more about you, Dominic. I want to get to know you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and share if you want. That would be amazing. Lucifer Morningstar. Don't forget the greed. Perfect explanation for ego, wouldn't you say? Right? It ties into the competitiveness, right? It's like, I want more. I want more than you and you, right? It all ties in, doesn't it? And do you know, if we want to get deep into it, because I am a quantum nerd, right? So everything is vibration, meaning frequency, right? So I'm vibrating at a certain frequency, and that's why you see me as a solid. This rush is just vibrating at a frequency, and it's different. So it's different kind of solid than my flesh, right? So anyway, so that's basically it. Now, this is all scientific. I'm not bullshitting you, right? So there is the higher, like the higher self. I wouldn't say emotions, but states of being like compassion, enlightenment, joy, peace. All of those have a higher frequency than the ones that come from the ego, like anger, fear, greed, shame, guilt. All of those have, and they're charts actually, and we can talk. That could be another episode from Quantum AF. So anyway, let's see, Dominique, I'm back. Oh, good. Today at school we had a dance party. That's awesome. I love because I was just saying how this fan was doing a silly dance. Do you like to dance? I love to dance. Do you get goofy and silly, Dominique, when you dance? I get stupid. I mean, I had applauses from people in cars next to me, and a guy was like, "Can I have your number?" Like this old rich guy. There's a lot of those in LA, and he was like, "Can I have your number?" I was like, uh, no, yeah, whatever. I mean, he was right next to me, so I was like, sure. And he was like, can you go over there? And so he went over there. I went the other way. I had to go into an alley to escape this. Yeah. Sometimes you do. Do you, what kind of dance do you like? Like, I love hip hop. I used to take a hip hop class. Yes. I love hip hop. Lucifer Morningstar, can you bring beer at dance party? Martini, perhaps? Yeah, right? Yes. I don't do alcohol anymore as a cancer survivor, but she's like, yeah, right? I don't know. How old are you, Dominique? We don't want to talk alcohol if you're like under 21, right? So I have a lot of kids joining like my lives, and especially Belle. Boots on the ground, right? Yes, ma'am. I have a lot of kids. Sometimes I'm like, how old are you? They're like 9, 11. I'm like, what the hell are they doing here? But I love the kids. I love them. Belle adores the kids. I adore them too. And they love Belle. They just talk to Belle. I don't know. Your birthday's coming up. Happy birthday, honey. Are you a Libra? I love Libras. They're like the best. Or are you a Scorpio? I like Scorpios. The men are a little hard to deal with, but the women are awesome. Yeah, but Libras, yes, a Libra. Of course, I'm a Leo, so we're like Libras and Leos. We're like this, honey. We get along. I just flow really well with Libras. I love Libras. They're the best. Supposed to be my best romantic match, Libra and Sagittarius. I'd rather have a Libra than a Sagittarius. Sagittarius or Sagittarius sometimes. You're 12. Oh, honey. Yay. You see, we can't talk about alcohol. She's 12. I love that. Oh, honey, that's so good. I remember when I was 12. That's a big change. Like when I was 12, I turned 12. Like something happened. I don't know. Like I turned a little bit more rebellious. Like I started my teenage rebellion like at 12. How about you? You feel like different or you feel the same as before, my love? Let me know. I'm curious to know about that because I remember that was like a big age for me. Let's see. Another fan says, I plant herbs on my balcony, growing sometimes something green keeps me hopeful. I love that. Listen to that. That's very cool. A lot of people find that growing plants, and like planting them and watering them and loving them, you know, it's something that's very therapeutic. I know my mom loved her garden. Let's see. The same little bit. Let's see, you preteen, you have their whole life ahead of you. May it be wonderful. Oh, thank you, David, for telling her that. Yes, Dominic, you have the whole world ahead of you, and yes, you feel the same a little bit. Yeah, I think when you start like 13, you're gonna feel like different. Also, like everything starts changing. Your body's growing. Your mind is changing, like everything, and it's not a bad thing. Okay, I'm just letting you know that's what happens, and it's completely normal, and you just have to go through it. Okay, every age has its own challenges and its own beautiful moments. So it's great. 12 is a great age. So, and I love that you're here. Thank you for being here, Dominique. Okay, we love you. We love you. You're amazing. And we are going to go to practical tips for, what was I talking about? When the world feels too heavy, finding joy anyway. All right, let's see. Okay, this is good. Do like a joy audit, okay? List 3 free joys like sunset, music, walks, okay? Just like do something that's fun for you. Thank you. My cousin is 14. Yeah, okay. So it's Is she or he like going through the changes, kind of like getting a little bit more rebellious or feeling different and weird in the sense that you feel different from before. And it happens fast because you're growing fast. So yeah, I remember that was my experience. And I remember it clearly. That was a long time ago. All right. So, digital detox works also. So if you guys are, and I'm talking to myself more than anything because I am obsessed with TikTok. I'm telling you, I don't know why. I'm just obsessed with it, and I'm just scrolling. It's so much fun for me. But sometimes we gotta take a break and just go out in nature, watch a sunset. Do something different. Yeah, her friend just died, and she's been down for a few. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's horrible. Oh my God. Do you mind sharing what happened? Oh, I'm so sorry for your cousin's loss. That's horrible. Ugh. David says music, helping people, and grace for my three happy places. Oh, thank you. You are my happy place too. You're amazing. All of you. All of you. I love coming here and talking to you. And I love when we kick out the trolls. Isn't it fun when you kick them out, right? And we clap back. It's fun. They actually help me, you guys. Yeah, they help the views. So go ahead, come on in. But we have to remove them because they're annoying. All right. Another thing you can do is schedule laughter, podcast, comedy nights, silly memes. Laughter is truly the best medicine. As a comedian, I can guarantee you that I've gone to do shows where I was down for whatever reason, and just being around other comedians and them, all of us being stupid and silly and funny, and that camaraderie, and also like listening to their sets and me doing comedy to help other people forget their problems. It's just magic. So definitely watch funny stuff. David, sorry, Dominique, I lost a brother earlier this year and I will never be over it. I wish I had advice. Just be there for her. Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm so sorry for your loss, David, too. It's just, how do you deal with something like that? It's just, I know, losing someone you love I think it's the hardest thing in life. I think for me, it was even harder than me having cancer and facing my own mortality, stage 3, which is pretty advanced. And I'm cancer free. I've been in remission for years, and that's okay. I'm very super happy about that. But yeah, when people that I loved died, oh my God, I was sad, so sad. Um, and with cancer, I wasn't sad as much. So yeah, it's facing your own mortality is actually easier than losing a loved one, if that makes any sense. That's kind of crazy, but it does. That's been my experience. That doesn't mean that's everybody's experience, but yeah, I was very sad for a long time when I lost my parents. So here is the truth, my love. So politics, climate chaos, they're not going away tomorrow. They're staying. They're here to stay, right? So what's also here to stay? Joy. We don't have to cancel joy. We can find joy even in the darkest hour. And I'm not saying don't grieve, but make it a point to find that joy in the middle of grief, because everything really is grief, right? Cancer for me was, I grieved the loss of my breast. I lost a breast. I have a new one, but I lost my own flesh. It's a mutilation, right? So I grieved that. That was the main thing that I grieved. And it's like we all grieve to a certain level. Even the life, if you move to another country, you're going to grieve the life that you lost. If your physical appearance changes for whatever reason, you're going to grieve the old you. So I think grief is a big part of life. in many different ways, not just when somebody we love dies. And so I think learning to find the joy even in those darkest moments is what keeps us going. So connection is also not canceled. Hope is not canceled, right? Even in this world where it's a freaking mess, dumpster fire. So if you take one thing from today, my loves, let it be this. You can feel the fear, acknowledge the weight, and still choose joy in small doses. When I'm overwhelmed, what I do is, okay, I'm going to drive myself to the beach and I'm just going to look at the ocean. That's all I'm going to do. And it helps, right? Um, Lucifer OG, pardon my language, Dominique. Oh, yeah, don't worry. What did you say? You didn't say anything wrong. Didn't say anything. Oh, the alcohol thing. She's cool. She's cool. She knows you're an adult. And if she came to the party, she would drink, Coke or Sprite or water. Yeah. So we know. We're responsible adults. So in this party, she can be drinking whatever, coffee or tea now. You can be drinking a beer, Lucifer Morningstar. I don't know. But yeah, so don't worry about it. You're good. Okay. So choosing joy is truly, I think, how we survive everything in this life. That's one of the main reasons I became a comedian, because mostly for me, to be honest, because I love being silly. I always find the joke in everything. During my cancer healing journey, I wrote a whole comedy special. I'm not kidding. I'm going to write a solo show. I'm going to put that comedy in it. But I wrote a whole comedy special because what was happening at some point was so ridiculous and bad that I had to somehow deal with it. And the only way I knew how to deal with it was cracking jokes about it. And it works because I made me laugh and I made the person who took care of me laugh. And it lightens the load. Joy is a higher vibrational feeling, right? And so when you're down, when you're grieving, you're more in the lower vibrational feelings because you have anger and sadness and fear, all of those. So I think that joy raises your own vibration, and that is good for your soul. It's good, literally good for your body, because your cells are vibrating at a higher frequency and you're protected. It protects you against disease. Disease is the lack of ease or the disruption of ease. Dis-ease. Words have power, and words tell us the whole story, don't they? All right, my loves, thank you so much for being here. I love you. And we will have some more podcasts coming up next week. And I have Psychic Priscilla's not going to go on after this today. She rescheduled. She's very busy. Yeah, because she's been screwing up everybody's psychic predictions. So she's going to be back next Saturday. So she's going to be back next Saturday. And troll free fun Friday. I know, right? Yeah, definitely. But it's kind of like, okay, when they're here, because we just shoo them away. That's all we do. And so what else do I have? Let me look at next week and I'll tell you what's coming up. Let me look at I have old school appointment book. I know. Grace, grow up. But that's okay. Okay, so Psychic Priscilla is actually going to go live on Thursday. Excuse me, I said Saturday, but it's Thursday. She's going to go live at 2 p.m. And she's going to go live also on Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and also Thursday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And then 11 a.m. Thursday, we have Relationship Coaching Live with two amazing ladies who wrote a book about peace. It's going to be a very interesting conversation. And then we have Quantum AF. I don't remember what I'm going to talk about, but I'm fascinated with quantum physics. So definitely try to be there, and we can talk some quantum nerd shit. And Bill is going to be live with Obama, honey. She loves Obama. She's scared of Michelle. Michelle's going to whoop her ass. So anyway, She's going to be on Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Lucifer Morningstar says, speaking of politics and climate reminds me of Greta Thunberg. Yeah. Wasn't she like detained? Yeah, she was detained. I love me some Bill. Yeah. With Obama. Oh, yeah. You need to watch the one with RFK Jr., David. You're going to die. It's so funny. Because Betsy is so damn funny. Oh my God, and that makeup, it's so bad that it's amazing. It's just all different shades of tan. Will do. Yeah, I think you're gonna enjoy it. We had a blast. We went out for an hour and something. So Obama also is great. I love Kelly. Also, Kelly Lee Williams. He's amazing. I met him at a stand-up comedy show, and I just loved his vibe. So we became really good friends. And I didn't know he did Obama. So when he told me, I was like, let's put Obama with Bell. Hello. And so that's what's up next week. And so this coming Sunday, definitely tune in to Psychic Priscilla at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. She will tell you your future wrong, because that's what she does. Yeah. She's based on somebody I know who would always like say the wrong thing. And I would be like, dude, you told me this and this happened. Well, things changed. I was like, what kind of bullshit is that? But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And I will see you hopefully on Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Mwah.